Moving thing number three, Gary, we're talking Home Depot, as we mentioned, ticker HD. They had a good quarter, gave some disappointing guidance, talking about higher interest rates potentially hurting the home renovation market. Gary, thing number three, Home Depot's guidance disappoints.
So, Rob, the reason Home Depot matters, besides the fact that it's a big company, is because they sell into the housing market. People who build houses shop at Home Depot. People who renovate houses shop at Home Depot. People are doing renovation projects themselves, the DIY projects, they use Home Depot. So it's a really good way to get a sense of what's happening in the housing market where Americans have a lot of their wealth stored. And, on Wall Street, there's always one of these weird situations where a company reports a good quarter, but they give disappointing guidance. And that typically will take a stock down. So, as you said, the quarter was good. Their second quarter was fine. But their guidance was for a 3 to 4% sales decline through the end of the year. So, for the second half. And that raised, some market concerns about the economic outlook in the housing market, the home improvement market. That wasn't what people wanted to see. And that's generally not a sign of a great economy.
This quarter too, Gary, Home Depot saw a transition, small projects to larger projects. Generally, we see those small home projects, strong correlation with consumer strength for obvious reasons. What are you putting into that? What does that mean to you?
I think that's a really interesting point. So originally, Home Depot and Lowe's kind of started as like good places for DIY, the do-it-yourselfers. The idea was, okay, I have to tackle a renovation project. You go to Home Depot and you have an expert there. You go to the plumbing department and you talk to somebody who was a plumber for years. And the guy's like semi-retired, but knows plumbing really well, and we'll say, okay, yeah, you need this part and put them together this way, and you'd kind of get a lesson and all the parts you needed. But then a number of years ago, they built out these really big contractor operations. They have a big contractor business. And so people who are professional contractors, people who are building homes, doing big renovation projects, they started to buy a lot from Home Depot. And so, what they're telling us is there was this transition from small projects to large projects. And, what you can take away from that is that the individual consumer is suffering a bit, and the big contractors are, either doing big renovation projects for wealthy people with large homes, or they're doing home construction. And so this goes right back into the theme that we've had all year about a bifurcated economy, where people are claiming that, oh, we've got this great economy, GDP is good, employment is good. And, we've been saying all year, no, the aggregate numbers are good because we have a lot of stimulus spending out of Washington. Most individuals aren't doing great. And that's what you would expect to see, where people are putting a stop to these small projects. And, if you need to do a bathroom renovation, you don't need to do it. You can delay that, right? This isn't a case where you've got a leaky roof. So I think that's what we're seeing. I think it feeds into a theme we've had here, about the economy we've been talking about all year. But it's certainly interesting and concerning. We've been doing this off of sort of splitting out the aggregate data, but Home Depot, they're seeing individual customer data. And so their point of view, I think, carries a lot of weight in this particular area.
Definitely. And also seeing that the July CPI increase was due to higher shelter prices as well. One call out there.